Greetings, adventurers. Today, I'll bring you through the Season Pass and how to min-max your progress to get those juicy rewards. My approach has been simple. Do the activities that I enjoy and that are worth my time, and ignore the activities that don't and are not. To supercharge your progress with the activity card, you'll need to stamp all 16 stamps before finishing your card. It's a significant bonus. There's a few locations and a couple different strategies I'll share, but first, here's what you need to start grinding. At least one of each weapon type. One-handed, like a rapier or hatchet. Two-handed, like a great axe, great sword, or spear. A magic weapon, and a bow or musket. Next, you want to open up your bingo card and do some planning. Quickly identify which activities we plan to complete, which ones are easy and can be grouped together, and which ones we're going to skip. One more important thing to take note of is how many stamps are available for that specific type. So if you see 3 really easy activities that all have the skull stamp, but you notice you only have 2 skull spaces on your bingo card, well, you're only going to be completing 2 of those activities and ignoring the 3rd one. You can re-roll your activity sheet, and you will need to. Just be sure to take a good look at the activities in the list, make sure that you've claimed the stamps that you can, because once you re-roll, any partial progress is lost. The first kind of activity to keep an eye out for are these kill 10 enemies in blank, either Malevolence, Mirkgard, Eternal Pools, or the Imperial Palace. Pretty self-explanatory. Here they are on the map. Couple of tricks. For Eternal Pools, it really is just the first 10 enemies you run into. With one small shortcut, you can avoid fighting the 2 wolves here at the end, and instead shoot the gate that's in between the 2 of them. There's also 2 enemies behind this gate. They're very easy to kill, a lot quicker than taking on these 2 wolves with huge health pools. For Mirkgard, I like to start at the very top TP, and then work my way down, ignoring any of the large boss mobs. For Malevolence, I like killing the 2 guards at the very entrance here, and then heading just to the right. Just easier to deal with enemies, and no healers. Finally, the Imperial Palace. You want to head left at the first fork in the path. Again, just easier to kill enemies. Worth noting that on the way to Malevolence, there's this little tower here. There's a really easy to kill named boss named Kale. This is useful for killing 2 named enemies. There's also closing major and minor breaches. It's always just one, so they're always worth doing. Look all around the map and find low-level breaches close to a TP spot, and avoid the corrupted portals, as these take a lot longer. Especially for major breaches, look for level 45 and below if you'd like to solo clear it quickly. There's 2 challenges that relate to opening chests. Opening elite chests, this can be done anywhere where we just mentioned, and a couple other spots. And looting sulfur chests. Important to note that the elite chests count as the sulfur chests when you physically open them and get the loot. The challenge Loot Sulfur Chest actually only counts for when you open the sarcophagus before you even get the loot. The last thing to mention in this category are the arena bosses like Zirgromet in Edengrove, Avarice in Eternal Pools in Reekwater, and then Siren Queen in Southern Reekwater. These are just not worth your time. Unless you intend to do them anyway, you have a key and 4 other people ready to go, I always skip these. For killing certain mob types, these ones are very easy, but it can be matched up with another activity to just maximize efficiency. For Dunewalkers, for instance, you'll want to go here. In this spot, you can find a named Dunewalker enemy as well. There are also scorpions and other T5 animals. A great alternative is up here to the north. It has 3 named Dunewalker enemies here, but it does not have the scorpions. For 10 Corrupted, I usually pair that with Mirkgard, Imperial Palace, or Corrupted Breaches. If you have none of those on your list, just TP to a low-level spot, like the mine in Everfall here. For 10 Lost, just about anywhere in Weaver's Fen works. For the Ancients, I tend to go near here, near the Starstone Barrows. This is just habit from killing Varangian Knights in Season 1. For 10 Angry Earth, I typically do this at Malevolence or Eternal Pools. You can also TP to this spot in Restless Shore for some quick and easy Angry Earth kills. For 10 beast kills, I typically go to the same spot as Dune Walkers in Brimstone. You can also farm the boars on the way to Malevolence. There are 2 challenges that I group up with beasts, and it's gathering T5 resource nodes and skinning T5 animals. You can just group that with killing any scorpions in Brimstone or boars in Edengrove. And of course, anytime you have kill 10 enemies with X weapon type, just make sure that you're using that weapon type until you get the achievement. Finally, in this category, gather 500 resources is really quick and easy. You're just going to want to skin animals or chop trees. It takes maybe 60 seconds. You'll get 500 resources pretty quickly. For the PvP activities, they're pretty self-explanatory. I think the participate and get 50,000 damage or healing in 3v3s are quick and easy, definitely worth your time. Winning a 3v3 can take a few matches, so it's up to you if you feel confident and if it's worth your time. I'm a sucker for 3s, so I'll get sidetracked and end up queuing for an hour instead of focusing on the season pass. OPR is almost never worth the time, unless you plan on doing it anyways. It is a great way to refill your Azoth as well. Worth noting, if you're in OPR, you can complete the Kill Lost, Beast, and Angry Earth. You can also kill 10 enemies with X kind of weapon. You can even gather resources by skinning the wolves and gathering trees or star metal. They all count as T5 resources. You can also get 1,000 Azoth salt in OPR, but it's just as easy to use a vial of Azoth salt. One other way to get Azoth salt is completing your daily faction missions, which are worth it anyways. Even if you don't have the challenge, you want to do at least 3 of these a day just for your bonus faction tokens anyway. I like to do them in Brimstone Sands. Duel is another easy one. Just ask an area chat or just go around and challenge people that you see out in the open world. Most people are willing to duel for fun, and some just need the activity completed too. The last couple activities are pretty self-explanatory, really. Craft a gypsum orb. Note that it doesn't mean the cast, it does mean the orb, so don't turn in all of your colorful gypsums all at once. 2 town board projects. You should literally never need to leave town to do this. Just check the board and buy whatever 2 items are needed. Play 2 songs. You can go for Call of the Ancients. It's short and easy. Craft tier 5 consumables. Do this if you can. Health potions are always pretty cheap and easy to make. Craft T5 items. And note, any T5 works. So even if you use the lowest possible materials to build, say, a blunderbuss, that works too. Finally, fishing. Totally up to you. I don't mind breaking up my session with a little bit of fishing. I find the 150 pounds super easy to do anywhere. Fishing up a treasure is also pretty easy if you have a tier 2 or T3 hotspot with bait and fishing gear. The 5 rare fish seems to take the longest, and you do want full gear and a T2 or T3 hotspot. The last couple I didn't mention are completing an expedition, completing mutations, the arena boss kills, and killing Sha Neshen, which is the sandworm. These are all very time-consuming activities, and not worth it if you're just looking to grind the season pass. That's it for this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you wish, and I will see you in a tournament.